Once upon a time,
I wish
in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything, more than life,
lived a young maiden,
more than jewels.
I wish
a sad young lad,
more than life,
I wish
more
And a
than
baker?
anything, more than
more
the
than
moon.
the moon. I wish
with his
King
wife.
is giving a festival.
More than life,
I wish
I wish to go to the festival.
more than riches,
I wish my cow would give us some milk.
more
than anything. I wish we had a
I
child.
want to fly. I wish to go to the
I
festival.
wish you'd give us some milk.
Might have a child. I wish.
You wish to go to the festival?
The poor girl's mother had died.
You, Cinderella, the
But you,
festival?
Cinderella,
You wish to go to the festival, the King's festival.
And her father had taken for his new wife a woman with 2 daughters of her own.
Look at your nails, look at your dress, people would laugh
But
at you.
nevertheless,
She still wants to go to the festival and dance before the prince.
All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and
I wish,
his mother, well, she
I
was
wish
not
my
quite
son were not
beautiful.
a fool. I wish the house were not a mess. I wish the cow were full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. You foolish child. What in heaven's name are you doing with the cow inside the house?
A warm environment might be just what Milky White needs to produce his milk.
It's a she. How many times must I tell you? Only she's can give milk.
Why, come in, little girl.
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you pick them out again in 2 hours' time, you should go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a sticky going. Birds in the sky, birds in the eaves, and the leaves, and the fields, and the castles and ponds. And a few of those come little birds down from the eaves and the leaves and the fields out of castles and ponds.
Squeeze.
Little birds flew through the ashes, pick and peck, but swiftly sift through the ashes into the pot.
Listen well, son. Milky White is to go to market.
But mother, no. He's the best cow.
Was. She has been dry for a week. We've no food nor money and no choice but to sell her while she can still command a price.
But Milky White is my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her! There are bugs on her dugs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump big enough to be a hump.
But
Son, we've no time to sit and dither while her withers wither with her. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Sometimes I fear you're touched.
Into the woods it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to go. Into the woods it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected, ma'am. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
You're certain of your way.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Don't stray and be late.
Save some of those sweets for Granny.
Into the woods and down the dell, the path is straight, I know it well. Into the woods and who can tell what's waiting on the journey? Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all that I know she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to grandmother's house and home before dark. Fly bird,
wish.
Who will be there?
Father said be good, father said be nice. That was always their advice. So be nice, Cinderella, good Cinderella, nice, good, nice. good.
Tighter.
What's the good of being good if everyone is kind and you're always left behind? Never mind, Cinderella, kind Cinderella, nice, good, nice, kind, good, nice.
Not that tight.
I'm sorry.
Claude.
Because the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident, well, at least that's what he believed, he was eager to have a family of his own and was concerned that all efforts up until this point had failed.
Who might that be?
We have sold our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door.
We have no bread.
Of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
It's not what I wish. It's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple that she had placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. They were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was with child, and she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, greens, nothing but greens, parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and fiddle, birds, and lettuce, and all right. But it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, ripping up my rabbit, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him right there. Could have turned him into stone, or a dog, or a chair, or else.
I don't know.
But I let him have the rampy, and I lost a spare. In return, however, I spare is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear, and we'll call it square.
I had a brother.
No, but you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
Thought I had been more than reasonable. That we might live happily ever after. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I had inherited this garden, my mother had warned me I'd be punished if I was ever to lose any of the beans.
Beans?
The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he had stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall with bang, crash, the lightning flash. Oh, well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, let the big day came. I made my claim. Don't take away the baby. They shrieked and screeched, but I did, and I had her what should never be reached. Father cried and your mother died, but for extra measure, I admit it was a pleasure. I'm sorry, still not mollified. So I let a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one. So there's no more fuss and there's no more seeds, and my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines, but I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens. You never, ever, ever mess around with my greens, especially the beans.
Now listen, Jack. Lead Milky White to market and fetch the best price you can. No less than 5 pounds. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Now how much would ask?
No more than 5 pounds.
Less than 5. Jack, 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 and in a sec, the house is getting colder. This is not a time for dreaming. Chimney stack, starting to crack. The mice are getting bolder, the floor's gone slack. Your mother's getting older, your father's not back. woods, the time is now, we have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow, you must begin the journey. Straight to the woods and don't delay, we have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end.
Into the woods to sell a friend.
Someday I'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy.
The witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the baker may lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back. 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the woods!
Ladies, our carriage waits. Now may go to the festival.
The festival. Darling those nails, darling those clothes. The lentils are one thing, but darling with those, you'd make us a fool to the festival and more to find the prince.
The carriage is waiting.
We must be gone.
Well, good night, Father. I wish.
Look at what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans?
I wonder if they're the...
The witch's beans. We'll take them with us.
No, you are not coming.
I know you're fearful of the woods at night.
The spell's on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spell's on...
the spell's on our house.
No.
We must lift the
You are
spell
not to come, and that is final. Now, what am I to return with?
You don't remember? The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red
And
as
so
blood,
the baker
hair is
reluctantly
yellow as
set
corn,
off to
slipper
meet
is
the
pure as
enchantress's
gold.
demands. As for Cinderella,
I still wish to go to the festival.
The cow is white as
But how
milk,
am
the
I ever
cape
to
is
get to
red
the
as blood, the
festival?
hair
I
is
know
yellow as
I'll bear
corn,
the
the slipper is
corners,
pure
bear
as
the brave with the
pure
hair
as
straight.
gold.
The cow, I just wanna go to the king's festival.
Into the woods, it's time to go. It may be all in vain, I know. Into the woods, but even so, I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight. I know it well, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to visit Mother.
Into the woods to fetch the thieves.
To make the potion.
To go to the festival.
Into the woods without regret, the choice is made, the task is set.
Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get our wish. I don't care how the time is now. Into the woods
To sell the cow.
To the woods to get the money.
Into the woods to lift the spell.
to make the potion.
Go to the festival. Grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid, there's something in the glade there.
You're stepping on my dress.
Into the woods without delay, we're careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journeying. Into the woods to see the king,
To sell the cow.
to make the potion, to see, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods. Home before dark.
Cinderella had planted a branch at the grave of her mother, and she visited there so often and wept so much that her tears had watered it until it grew into a handsome tree.
You're for good and nice and kind, doing, Mother, what I only learned from you. Why then am I left behind, Mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, Mother? Something must be wrong. I wish.
What, child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor, and good fortune, like bad, can me fall when least expected.
I wish.
Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish. Ask the tree, and you shall have your wish.
Shiver and quiver, little tree. Silver and gold throw down on me. I'm off to get my wish.
Quiet. Silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack!
How did you know my name?
Hey, when I first appear, I might seem mysterious. But when explained, I'm nothing serious.
Say that again?
On your way to the market? You could have been there long ago. Taking your time, Jack.
No, sir.
Is that the truth?
Well, you see, now I'm resting.
How much are you asking for the animal?
No less than 5 pounds, sir.
Why now, Jack? Why such a sum?
My mother said I should at least try to get...
Your mother? A boy your age? Why, you'll be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans. A sack of beans!
Well, Come along, Milky White. There are spirits here. Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine, so grandmother will have something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
A good quarter of a league further in the woods. Her house stands under 3 large oak trees.
Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello, little girl. Tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. This one's especially lush, delicious. Hello, little girl, what's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your time.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled.
But slow, little girl, hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Grandmother first, then Miss Plump. What a delectable couple. To perfection, one brittle, one supple, one moment,
Mother
my
said,
dear.
come what may, follow the path and never stray.
Just so, little girl, any path, so many worth exploring. Just one would be so boring, and look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, aging bones, and then something fresh on the palate. Think of that scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe what you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said not to stray. Still, I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello,
Is harm to come to that little girl? In the red cape.
Early, get the cape!
You frighten me.
That's the cape! Get it! Get it! Get it!
How am I supposed to get it?
You go up to the little thing and you take it!
I can't just take a cloak from a little girl. Why don't you take it?
If I could, I would. But I can't. My Rapunzel! Listen to her beautiful music. Get me what I need. Get me what I need!
This is ridiculous. I'll never get that red cape, nor find a golden cow or a yellow slipper. Or was it a yellow cow and a golden slipper? Oh, no.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
What are you doing here?
You forgot your scarf.
No. You have no business being alone in the wood. And you have no idea what I've come across here. You'd be frightened for your life. Now go home immediately.
I wish to help.
The spell is on my house.
Our house.
Only I can lift the spell. The spell
We
is on...
must lift
No,
the
the spell is on...
A cow as white as milk.
Hello there, young man.
Hello, sir.
What are you doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
I was heading towards the market, but I seem to have lost my way.
What are you planning to do
And
there?
what are you planning on doing there?
Sell my cow, sir. No less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds. Where am I to get 5 pounds?
She must be generous of milk to fetch 5 pounds.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you cannot fetch that sum, then what are you to do?
I hadn't thought of that. I suppose my mother and I will have no food to eat.
This is the sum total.
Beans. Beans! We mustn't give up our beans! Well, if you feel we must.
What?
Beans will bring you food, son.
Beans. In exchange for my cow?
Oh, well, these are no ordinary beans. These beans carry magic.
Magic? What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic. That defies description.
Yes.
My mother would.
You'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6.
No, 5. We can't part with all of them. We must leave one for ourselves. Besides, I'd say they're worth £1 each at the very least.
Could I buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly. Good luck there, young lad.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate.
Take the cow and go home.
I was trying to be helpful.
Magic beans. Are we to dispel this curse through deceit? We've no reason to believe they're magic.
No one would have given him more for that creature. We did him a favor. At least they'll have some food.
5 beans.
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Home.
Do we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain or you live to regret.
Will you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows? Why you do what you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is chatter.
Look at her, she's crying.
If the thing you do is pure in intent, if it's meant and it's just a little bit, doesn't matter.
Yes.
No, what matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size. Only 3 more tries and we'll have our prize. When the end's in sight, you'll realize if the end is right, it justifies the beat.
Take the cow and go home. I will carry this out in my own fashion.
And so the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, and so shut her within a doorless tower that lie deep within the woods.
Children are a blessing if you know where they are. Nothing so distressing though as when they keep you guessing, so make sure you don't leave any doors ajar. Make a little world is big enough for me. Perfect, our little world is all it needs to be. Perfect, brushing my hair, combing my hair, only my mother, me and my hair. Our little world is perfect if she just didn't do. Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair to me! Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Look at her complexion, still untouched by the sun. Children need protection just the way they need affection. Oh, they wonder and they wonder and they run from your little world. Is all I have to see. Perfect, our little world is everything a world ought to be. Perfect, perfect. Washing my hair, sanding her hair, drying my hair, stroking her hair, binding and minding my something we can share. Hair, our little world is perfect. Nothing to change her. Only she would cut her nails each day like the other. Have those pointy tails. Nothing to divert her, to disconcert her. Nothing that could possibly hurt her. Our little world is perfect. Growing my hair, braiding her hair. What do I care? Doing her hair. If what was growing was only her hair and not her, that I'd prefer. Our little world is perfect.
Rapunzel. Rapunzel, what a strange name. Strange but beautiful and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I shall stand beneath her tower and ask her to let her hair down to me.
Hello there, young lady.
Hello?
Have you saved some of those sweets for Granny?
I ate all the sweets. And the loaf of bread.
And where did you get this red cape? I so admire it.
My granny made it for me.
Is that right? I would love a red cloak like this.
You look pretty foolish.
May I take a look at it?
I don't like to be with my cape.
I
Please
want
give
it
back.
badly.
Give it back, please.
Forget the little girl and get the cape.
I just wanted to make certain that you really loved this cape. Now you go to your granny's and make sure no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather wolf than you any day.
If you know what you need, then you go and you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak. What's a cloak? It's a joke. It's a stupid little cloak. And a cloak is what you make it. So you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
And so the baker continued his search for the red cape. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Oh my, how uneasy I feel. Perhaps it's all the sweets. Good day, grandmother. My grandmother. You're looking very strange. What big eyes you have.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
But Granny, what big ears you have.
All the better to hear you with, my dear.
Grandmother, what large hands you have.
All the better to hug you with, my dear.
Oh, grandmother, what a terrible big wet mouth you have.
All the better to eat you with, my dear.
And scarcely had the wolf said this than he was devouring the little girl. Well, it was a full day of eating for them both. And with his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice long nap.
Odd. That grandmother has a mighty snore. Where is the little one? Eating, no doubt. Or eaten! Grandmother! What's that red cloth in the corner of your mouth? It looks to me to be a piece of... I know. I'll get the cape from within your stomach.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, what a fright! How dark and dank it was inside that wolf. Oh, kill the devil! Oh, taking this knife and cut a table head off. I'd see the demon slice into 1,000 bits. No, better yet, let the animal die painful and agonizing and hideous death. Granny! Quiet, child. That evil has to be destroyed.
Well, I will leave you to your task.
Oh, no. Did you want the skins?
No, you keep them.
What kind of a hunter are you?
I am a baker.
No. Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path. path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. And he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in, with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared. But he drew me close and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path where lay secrets that I never want to know. And when everything familiar seemed to disappear forever, at the end of the path was Granny once again. So we wait in the dark until someone sets us free. Brought into the light, we're back at the start. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers, even flowers have their dangers. And though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny is right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Mr. Baker, you saved our lives. Here.
Are you certain?
Yes. Maybe Granny will make me a new one with the skins of that wolf.
Thank you.
And so the baker, with the second article in hand, feeling braver and more determined than he'd ever felt, ran back towards the woods. As for the lad Jack,
Only a dolt would trade a cow for beans.
Mother, no!
To bed without supper for you.
but little did they know that those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch towards the heavens.
What a beautiful gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival? Yes, I was. Why ever are you in the wood at this hour?
I think I hear her over there.
Well, wait.
Have you seen a beautiful young woman in a ball gown pass through?
I do not think so, sir.
I think I see her over there.
I've never lied to royalty before. I've never anything to royalty before.
Thank you.
If a prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide.
Well, what are you doing here? And with a cow?
Oh, my husband's somewhere in the woods. He's undoing a spell.
Oh,
yes. Now the prince. What was he like?
Well, he's a very nice prince.
And
it's a very nice ball.
And
when I entered, they trumpeted.
And the prince.
Oh, the prince?
Yes, the prince.
Well, he's tall.
Is that all? Did you dance? Is he charming? They say that he's charming.
We did nothing but dance.
Yes.
And it made a nice change.
Oh, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
He has charm for a prince, I guess.
Yes?
I don't need a wide range, and it's all very strange.
Well, are you to return to the festival tomorrow eve?
Perhaps.
Perhaps? Oh, to be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes.
Look over there. An enormous vine growing next to that little cottage.
I mean,
it looks like a giant beanstalk rising into the sky.
Yours, go!
I have to get home.
Wait, I need your shoe! Wait! No! Come back!
to be touched.
The harder to get, the better to have. Agreed? Agreed.
Never wear gold at a ball.
Or green.
Or open your mouth.
The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure.
Slotted spoons don't hold much soup.
The prettier the flower, the farther from the path.
The closer the family, the closer to the wine.
One midnight gone.
The mouth of the wolf's not the end of the world.
A servant is not just a dog to a prince.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
You may know what you need, but to get what you want, better see that you keep what you have.
One midnight gone.
Sometimes the
harder
thing you
to
most
get,
wish
the
for.
better to have.
are
One
not to
midnight
be
gone.
touched.
To get
One
what you
midnight
want,
gone.
better keep what you have.
One midnight gone. One midnight gone.
Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods and home before.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below the world you left and things you know a little more than glances enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own, the world like none that you ever known. The sky, land, or earth is shown. You're free to do whatever pleases you. Exploring things you never dare, cause you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest. And she draws you close to her giant breast. And you know things now that you never knew before. Not to the sky. Only just we made a friend and all you know she's big. We don't feel saucy together and curves along the hall to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is lead and your stomach stone. You're really scared being all alone. Instead you long for things you know in the world you left and will you own. The fun is done. You steal what you can and run. And you scramble down, you look below. The world you know begins to grow. The roof, the house and your mother at the door. The roof, the house and the world you never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen. And you wish that you could live in each dream. And you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. Look what I have. Here's 5 gold pieces. 5 gold pieces!
I had more, but my mother made me surrender them. She allowed me these 5 to do with as I pleased.
Oh my, 5 gold pieces!
Where's Milky White?
Milky White is back home with my wife.
Let's go find them.
Wait! I don't know that I wish to sell.
But you said I might buy her back.
I know what I said, but I don't think that 5 gold
Are
pieces...
you saying that you wish more money?
Well, more money, so...
Keep this. I'll go fetch more.
Wait, I didn't say that. 5 gold pieces! With this money, I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatched roof and a new chimney.
Or could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
Oh, when I first appear, I might seem delirious. But when explained, I'm nothing serious. Well, could you buy yourself a child?
I don't understand.
Well, how badly do you wish for a child? 5 gold pieces, 10, 20?
I hadn't thought to put a price on it.
Well, exactly. You haven't thought of a lot of things. Now have you, my son?
Hey, give me back the money. It is not yours.
Well, nor is it Jack's. The money is not what is important. What is important is that your wish be honored.
Hey, give me back the... Damn it, where did he go? I thought you were returning home.
You've the cape?
Yes, I've the cape. I only need to locate 2 of the items.
3.
2, I've the cow and the cape.
You've the cape.
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I never reached home. I've been looking for her all night.
I should have known better than to have entrusted her to you.
Well, she might just as easily run from you.
Oh, but she didn't.
But she might have.
Oh, but she didn't.
Oh, but she's a
You
cow.
had
They
one
run
job.
places.
First, the cow is gone! Get it back!
I was just going to do that. Here, I can give you this.
Oh, don't give me that, you fool! Have you no sense? I don't want to touch that. Listen to her beautiful music.
Lovely.
She is very talented.
By tomorrow's midnight, deliver the items, or you'll wish you never thought to have a child.
I don't like that woman.
I'm sorry. I lost the cow.
I shouldn't have yelled. Now, please, go back to the village. I will make things right. And then we could just go about our lives. No more hunting about the woods for strange objects. No more witches and dim-witted boys and hungry little girls. Go.
There you are, brother. Father and I had wondered where you gone.
I have been searching all night for her.
Her?
The beautiful one I danced the evening with.
Where did she go?
Disappeared like a fine morning mist.
She was lovely?
The loveliest.
I'm not certain of that, I must confess. I, too, have found a lovely maiden. She lives here in the woods.
In the woods?
Yes, on top of a tall tower with no doors or stairs.
Where?
2 leagues from here, due east, just beyond the mossy knoll.
And how do you manage a visit?
I stand beneath her tower and I say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And she lowers the most beautiful, gorgeous head of hair, yellow as corn, which I climb to her.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, what kind of a name is that? You jest. Well, I've never heard such a thing.
I speak the truth. She's as true as your maiden. A maiden running from a prince. No one would run from us.
Yet one has. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? And if I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she's won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Blithe and becoming, and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Ah, ah, painful than yours. When you know she would go with you if there only were doors. Agony, oh, the torture they teach. Once as intriguing
Or half so fatiguing.
of what's out of reach.
Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome and heir to a throne?
You are everything maidens could wish for.
Then why no?
Do I know?
The girl must be mad.
You know nothing of madness till you're climbing her hair and you see her up there as you're nearing her, all the while hearing her agony, misery. Whoa, though it's different for each.
Always 10 steps behind.
Always 10 feet below, and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Two princes, each one more handsome than the other. No, get the hair.
Excuse me, young woman. Have you seen a young boy with carrot-top hair and a sunny though occasionally vague disposition answering to the name of Jack?
Not the one partial to a white cow.
He's the one.
Have you seen the cow?
No, and I don't care to ever again. Children can be very queer about their animals. You be careful with your children.
Oh, I have no children.
That's okay, too.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen your son today.
Oh, I hope he hasn't gone up that beanstalk again. Quit while you're ahead, that's what I say. Jack! Jack!
Moo! 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 Looking for your cow?
Where did you find her? Hello?
What are you
Oh my
doing?
I'm here to make amends.
I want you to stay out of this, old man.
Well, I'm here to see your wish be granted.
You've caused enough trouble already. Keep out of my path.
Oh my God.
I hope there are no witches to encounter. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your hair down to me.
Is that you, my prince?
Yes. Excuse me for this.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
You do take plenty of spills, don't you?
Oh, yes. Well, it's these shoes. They're not really suitable for these surroundings. Actually, they're not really suited for dancing either.
I'd say these slippers were as pure as gold.
Yes, they're everything you could wish for in beauty.
What I wouldn't give for just one.
Well, one wouldn't do you any good.
What's the ball? Just as wonderful as last evening?
It was still a nice ball.
And
And there's far too much food.
must have really taken a liking to
I
you.
think I see her there.
Yes, there.
No, I need your shoes. Stop that. I needed to have a baby. And I needed to get out of here.
Damn it, where did she go?
Who?
Don't you play the fool, woman.
Oh, you mean the beautiful young maiden in the ball gown. She went in, that direction. I was trying to hold her here for you.
I can capture my own damsel. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Where did he go?
Who?
The prince, of course.
Oh, that direction, but you'll never reach them.
We would have if that mongrel with a cow wouldn't have molested us.
Cow?
Please, let me just compare this color with that of your own.
He wants to compare heads or corn.
Over there. Swear it. Stop pushing. Hurry up. Mom, stop. Why just get in trouble? No prince will ever love you too. Okay, well, come on. You take it. Wait, stop touching me. Well, you're big already fell off, so you're ugly. Both of you, shut it. No, Mom. It's always me.
I see you haven't returned home. I've no luck.
You've the cow?
Yes, I've the cow. I've only 2 of the items.
3.
2.
3. Compare this to your corn.
Where did you find this?
Oh, I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
3.
And I almost had the 4th, but she got away.
We've 1 entire day left. Surely we can locate the slipper by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it will take the 2 of us to get this child.
You've changed. You're daring. You're different in the woods. More sure. More sharing. You're getting us through the woods. If you could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough. It's not true. It takes 2 of us. You came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It took 2 of us. It takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Oh, you swear to change. Who can tell if you do? It takes 2.
You've changed. You're thriving. There's something about the woods, not just surviving. You're blossoming in the woods. At home, I fear we'd stay the same forever. And then out here, you're passionate, charming, considerate, clever.
It takes 1 to begin, but then once you've begun, it takes 2 of you. It's no fun, but what needs to be done you can do. When there's 2 of you, if I dare, it's because I'm becoming aware of us as a pair of us, each accepting a share of what's there. We've changed. We're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know we'll get past the woods. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods, just the 2 of us. Beyond lies, safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just a few of us. It takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We want 4, we had none, we've got 3. We need 1. It takes 2.
First, stop that hen! Oh, Providence, my Milky White, and the owners, And my hen!
Look at what this hen has dropped in my hand!
A golden egg? I've never seen a golden egg.
You see, I promised you more than the 5 gold pieces I gave you, sir.
5 gold pieces?
Now I'll be taking my cow.
5 gold pieces.
I never said that I would sell.
But you took the 5 gold
You
pieces.
took 5
I didn't
gold
take,
pieces.
you gave.
Where are the 5 gold pieces?
An old man came from the woods.
Oh, an old man came
You
from
said
the
I
woods.
could
Of
have
course,
my
an old man.
cow.
I never said you could, I said you might.
You would take money before a child.
Milky White, it's dead.
2.
Midnight's gone. Wanting a ball is not wanting a prince.
Here may be better than far, but still isn't there.
Maybe better than far, but still isn't there.
The ball.
So near,
You can never love somebody else's child when it's the way you love
so near,
your own.
The prince.
so far.
The greatest prize often lie at the end of the thorniest path.
2 midnights gone.
2 midnights gone.
2. Midnight's gone. And the exhausted baker and his wife buried the dead Milky White.
You must go to the village in search of another cow.
And what do you propose I use to purchase this cow?
Here. Why don't you take this bean and tell them it's magic?
No person with a brain larger than this is going to exchange a cow for a bean.
Then steal it.
Steal it! Just 2 days ago, you were accusing me of using deceit in securing
Then
the cow.
don't steal it and resign yourself to a childless life.
I think it's best if you go for the cow, as I've met a young maiden these previous eves, and I think I might succeed in winning one of her shoes.
Fine.
Fine.
That is simply fine.
As for Rapunzel, the witch had discovered her affections for the prince before he could spirit her away.
What did I clearly say? Children should listen. What were you not to do? Children must see and learn. Why could you not obey? Children should listen. What have I been to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince. Oh, but I am bold. I am ugly. I embarrass you. You are ashamed of me. You are ashamed. You don't understand.
It was lonely atop that tower.
I was not company enough. I am no longer a child. I wish to see the world. Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay with me. Princes wait there in the world is true. Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home. I am home. Out there could love you more than I. What out there that I cannot supply? Stay with gave you protection. And yet you disobeyed me. Why didn't you tell me you had a visitor? I'm sorry. I will not share you, but I will show you a world you've never seen. No! What are you doing? No!
When is a white cow not a white cow?
I don't know. Leave me alone.
Haven't I left you alone long enough?
Your questions make no sense, old man. Go away.
Are you in need of another cow?
Oh my, what a beautiful cake.
Stay away from my cape or I'll slice you into 1,000 bits.
I don't want it. I was just admiring it.
My granny made it for me from a wolf that attacked us, and I got to skin the animal. And best of all, she gave me this beautiful knife for protection.
Well, look what I have. A hen that lays golden eggs.
I don't believe that egg came from that hen. Where did you get that egg?
I stole this from the kingdom of the giant, up there. And if you think this is something, you should see the harp the giant has. It plays the most beautiful tunes without you even having to touch it.
Of course it does. Why don't you go up there and bring it back and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar.
Ow. I'm not a liar. I'll get that harp. You'll see.
Having cast out Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to catch the prince by surprise, and as he leapt from the tower, the thorns into which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him. As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock when you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Why not stay and be caught? You think, well, that's a thought. What would be his response? But then what if he knew who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? Oh, but then what if you are what a prince would envision? Although how do you know till you are, till you know what you want, what you don't, and then which do you pick? Well, you're safe at deciding yourself, but where everything's wrong, or where everything's right, but you know that you'll never belong. And whichever you pick, do it quick, 'cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a goal is exciting and all, but you're there though it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, 'cause you're stalled long enough, 'cause you're still standing stuck in this stuff on these steps. Better run along home and avoid the collision. And at home they don't care, you'd be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you cry up your shout from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. And now it's he and not you who'll be stuck with a shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew. On the steps of the palace. Keep away from me! Please, just we have nothing to discuss. You've attacked me once before. I didn't attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Wait! Here.
magic bean in exchange for it.
Magic bean?
Nonsense.
Oh, don't do that.
I've already lost one shoe this evening. My feet cannot bear to lose another.
I need that shoe to have a child.
But that makes no sense.
Does it make sense that you're running from a prince?
You there, stop!
Wait, here. Take my shoes. You'll run faster. All right. Here. Yes.
Who was that woman?
I do not know, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
I've done nothing wrong.
Dive the cow!
I've the slipper. We've all four.
I will take this, and tomorrow the prince and I shall search the kingdom for the maiden who fits this slipper.
It's mine. I don't care if this costs me my life.
Give her the slipper, and all will.
Steward! What was that noise?
Sir, just a bolt of lightning in a far-off kingdom.
How dare you take off and search without me?
My apologies, sir, but I thought that I might...
Enough! What you thought. I employed a ruse and had the entire staircase smeared with pitch. And there, when the maiden ran down, remained her slipper.
Brilliant!
I thought so. It did create quite a mess when the other guests left.
Sir, I've succeeded in retaining the other maiden's slipper.
Give them the slipper, and all will come to a happy end.
Who are you, old man?
When I first appear, I might seem delicate.
Shut up.
Give him what he wants. It's obvious he's a spirit of some sort, and we only need one.
Yes.
There's a dead giant in my backyard! I heard Jack coming down the beanstalk calling for his axe, and when he reached the bottom, he started hacking down the beanstalk. It suddenly fell with a crash, and when the dust cleared, there was no Jack. I fear he's been crushed by that ogre!
Worrying will do you no good. If he's alive, then he is alive, and if he's dead, well, then there's nothing we can do about it. I must be off. I need my rest before tomorrow's search is to commence.
Doesn't anyone care that a giant has fallen from the sky?
Well, he is dead, is he not?
With such a thought, I would suppose.
The third thing that is near. You love the objects?
Yes.
This cow doesn't look as white as milk to me.
Oh, she is. She is.
This cow has been covered in flour.
We had a white cow, honestly, we did.
Then where is she?
She's dead.
We thought you'd prefer a live one.
Of course I prefer a live cow. So bring me the dead one and I'll raise him back to life.
You can do that?
No!
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, there you are! I've been worried sick!
Mother, look, the most beautiful harp.
Oh, you've stolen too much. You could have been killed coming down that plant.
She's too heavy.
What's happening? Milky White! Now I have two friends, a cow and a harp.
Quiet! Feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me! Feed it to the cow!
Okay, okay. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Cape.
Quick, fill this.
I'll do it. She only milk for me. Squeeze, pal.
Wrong ingredients. Forget about a child.
No, you wait 1 moment! We followed all of your instructions! 1, that cow is as white as milk, correct?
Yes.
2, the cape was certainly as red as blood!
Yes.
3, the slipper!
Yes.
Then 4, I compared the hair to this here of corn.
I pulled the hair from a maiden in a tower!
You what? What were you doing there?
I happened to be passing by!
I touched that hair, don't you understand? I can't touch the ingredients.
The corn! The corn!
What?
The silky hair of the corn! Pull it from the ear and feed it to the cow, quickly!
This better work, old man. Before the last stroke of midnight, or your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son?
I didn't want to run away. Quickly!
I don't understand. I thought you died in a baking accident.
I didn't want to run away, son, but...
It's working!
She's milking. I don't understand.
Quickly!
What's happening?
We can't get the baby!
We gave you all the ingredients.
Where are you going?
What's happening?
Son! Son!
Father! Father!
All is complete.
He's dead.
And so the mysterious man died, having helped lift the curse on his house. As for the baker, there'd be no reunion with his father, and he and his wife, bewildered, returned home. The witch, who was punished with age and ugliness the night that her beans were stolen and the lightning flashed, was returned to her former state of youth and beauty and milky white. After a night of severe indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack. As for the prince, he began the search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. When the prince arrived at Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the slipper to Florinda's room.
Careful, my toe. Darling, I know. What'll we do? It'll have to go, but when you're his bride, you can sit or ride. You'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, joining the prince on his horse and riding off to become his bride.
Look at the blood within the shoe. This one is not the bride that's true. Search for the foot that fits.
The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to try on the slipper.
Why won't it fit? Darling, be still. Cut off a bit of the heel and it will. And when you're his wife, you'll have such a life. You'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, but as she was being helped onto the horse by the prince, he noticed blood trickling from the slipper.
Have you no other daughters?
To which the woman replied,
No, only little stunted kitchen wench with his late wife left behind. But she's far too dirty. She cannot show her hormones.
I insist.
and when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is the true bride.
I always wanted a son.
And much to the dismay of the stepmother and her daughters, Cinderella joined the prince and rode off.
No blood at all within the shoe. This is the proper bride for you.
fit to attend a prince.
As for Rapunzel, she bore twins and lived impoverished in the desert until one day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar that he went towards it. And as he approached, Rapunzel, overjoyed with seeing him weeping, fell into his arms. 2 of her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
I was going to come and fetch you as soon as you had learned your lesson.
Who are you?
Surely you remember.
Mother?
This is who I truly am. Come with me, child. We can be happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. Come with me, please. You're the only family that I know. Then you leave me no choice.
As is often the way with these tales, in exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her power over others. When the wedding with the prince arrived, Lucinda and Florinda attended, wishing to win favor with Cinderella and share in her good fortune. But as the sisters stood next to the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down upon them, poked out their eyes, and punished them with blindness.
I see your princess found you.
Yes.
Thank you for the slipper.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I didn't think I'd ever find you.
I didn't think I could be so happy.
And it came to pass, all that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdom was filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after.
Ever after.
Journey's over. All is mended, though it's not just for today, but tomorrow and extended. Ever after.
Ever after.
All the curses have been ended, the reverses wiped away. All is tenderness and laughter for forever after.
Happy now and happy ends and happy ever after.
There were dangers and confusion,
but we did
and
it.
their paths would often swerve.
We did not.
There were constant
It's amazing
disillusions,
that we did it.
but they never lost their nerve.
Not a lot.
They reached the right conclusions.
And we got what we deserve. Love, sayonara, sorrow, tenderness, and laughter. Joy today and bliss tomorrow and forever after.
I was greedy. I was vain. I was haughty and smug. We were happy. It was fun. We were blind. Then we went into the woods to get our wish, and now we're really blind.
I was perfect. I had everything but beauty. I had power. And I died like a flower in a tower. Then I went into the woods to get my wish, and now I'm ordinary. I was perfect. My God, happy now and happy. It's as well as ever after. Happy as our promise. It's been worthy of our
Once upon a time, later,
I wish
in the same far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
lived a young princess.
more than life, more than footmen.
The lad Jack
No, I miss.
I wish.
and the baker
More
with
than
his
anything.
family.
More than the moon.
There, there.
I wish to sponsor a festival.
I miss.
Time has come for a festival.
More than riches. I miss my kingdom up in the sky. Anything.
I wish we had
Play
Another room. Despite some minor inconveniences, they were all quite content.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I never thought I'd find perfection.
I never thought I could be so
Happy.
not in unhappy moments.
I didn't think we'd be this
Rich.
I never thought we'd have a
I never thought I could be so
Happy.
Happy now, happy then, happy ever after. We're so happy, we're so happy. Just as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy.
Lots of pence.
With my cow.
Little gurgles.
Darling, I must go now. We should really sell it.
Where's the cheesecloth?
Wishes make big problems such that you regret them. Better that though than to never get them.
I'm gonna be a
I'm
perfect
gonna be a perfect son.
I'm gonna be a perfect mother.
Be a perfect
I can see that he is so happy. I never thought I'd love my life. I would have settled for another.
then to become a woman.
Then to be
Set for love.
Then to get a child.
That fortune smiled.
I'm so happy.
If only this cottage were a little larger.
I will expand our quarters in due time.
Why expand? We can simply move to another cottage.
We will not move. This was my father's house, and now it will be my son's.
Raise your child alongside of this.
Why does he always cry when I...
Baby's cry, he's fine. You don't have to hold him as if he's so
He
fragile.
wants his mother here.
I can't take care of him all the time.
I will take care of him when he's older.
We had to go through thick and thin.
I figured out it's all we I'm so
Oh my goodness!
Are you all right?
I think so.
And the baby?
Yes, he's fine. Are you all right?
I think so. You! Have you done this to our house?
Always thinking of yourself. Look at my garden.
What of your garden?
Look.
Destroyed.
What has happened?
It was thrown to the ground. I saw nothing.
What could do such a thing?
An earthquake.
No earthquake. My garden has been trampled. Those are footprints.
Who could do such a thing?
Anything that leaves a footprint that large is no who.
Do you think it was a bear?
Bears are sweet. Had you ever seen a bear with 40-foot feet?
Dragon?
The scorch marks, usually they're late.
Manticore.
Imaginary.
Griffin.
Extinct.
Giant?
Possible. Very, very possible.
A giant.
Maybe we should tell someone.
Who are you going to tell?
The royal family, of course.
The royal family. I would have got on them to snuff out a rat. Besides, with the giants, we'll all have to go to battle. A giant's the worst. Hard to outwit a giant. A giant's just like us, only bigger. Much, much bigger. So big that we are just an expendable bug beneath its foot. Boom. Crush.
We are moving.
And so the baker proceeded to the castle, but not before visiting Jack and his mother.
Look, Milky White, it's the butcher.
The baker.
The baker.
What can we do for you, sir?
I'm here to investigate the destruction that was brought upon our house today.
Well, Jack has been with me all day.
The baker went on to tell Jack and his mother that he feared there was a giant in the land.
I can recognize the giant's footsteps. Maybe I could
You'll
go to your
do
house
no
and...
such thing.
Any help at all would
You'll get no help from us. No one cared when there was a giant in my backyard. I don't remember you coming to my aid.
A giant in your backyard is one thing, a crushed home is quite another.
Look, young man, a giant never strikes the same house twice. I wouldn't worry.
I'm taking the news to the castle nonetheless.
And so the baker continued to the castle, where it was the princess who greeted his news. The story unfolds.
Excuse me, madam. This small man insists upon seeing you.
I'm here with news of a giant in the land.
Oh, where did you see a giant?
Well, I didn't actually see the giant.
Then how do you know there's a giant in the land?
Our home was crushed, and there are footprints.
That could have been any number of things. Now come along.
Wait.
A nearby household was visited by a giant. Not long ago. Descending from a beanstalk.
Yes, I remember.
That giant was slain. Now come along.
Wait! Princess, we have a young child. Our child was very difficult to come by, and his safety is of great importance to me.
Are we entirely through now?
Yes.
Oh, I will take this news up to the prince when he returns. Thank you.
I'm going to market, Jack. Now, I want you to stay inside while I'm gone.
But I haven't been outside all day.
I don't want you going outside while there's a giant on the loose.
But I know how to kill a giant.
Enough! We've had our fill of giants.
But if there was just some way I could help.
Promise me you won't leave your surroundings, Jack.
But Mother, I'm a man now.
You'll always be a little boy in your mother's eyes. Now promise me you won't leave the house. Promise.
I promise.
Good.
What happened to your house?
We've had a baking accident.
A baking accident.
There's no use frightening the young thing.
You cannot frighten her.
Oh, well, I guess Granny will have to do without the bread and sweets. Besides, I have all I can carry.
Well, why such a load?
Oh, I'm moving in with Granny now. We've had an accident, too. I came home to find our whole house collapsed, as if a big wind blew it in. I couldn't find my mother anywhere.
Oh, no.
So I salvaged what I could, and now I'm off.
Oh, good friends, what news have you? One of Mother's grave? Oh, what kind of trouble? Oh, no, I cannot go to the woods. A princess is not supposed to go unescorted. Good idea. I will go disguise myself and see what's wrong. Thank you, birds.
We'll take you to Granny's.
What?
We're not going to let her go alone.
I will take you to Granny's.
I don't need anyone to take me. I've gone many times before.
Not when such winds have been blowing.
That's right, we'll all take you.
No!
I'm not about to stay here with the baby when such winds might return to this house, too.
I know Mother made me promise, but I'm gonna find that giant anyway.
Into the woods, it's always when you think at last you're through and then into the woods you go again to take another journey.
Into the woods, the weather's clear. We've been before, we've not to fear. Into the woods, away from here.
Slay the giant.
Into the woods, the path is straight, no reason then to hesitate.
Into the woods, it's not so late, it's just another journey.
Into the woods to slay the giant.
Into the woods to shield the child.
Flee the winds,
To find a future,
To shield,
Slay,
to flee,
to find,
To fix,
to hide.
to move.
to battle.
see what the trouble is.
Rapunzel, what are you doing out here? What's the matter?
Oh, nothing.
Brother, what a surprise.
Ah, brother, how good to see you.
What brings you into the woods today?
I am investigating news of a giant.
You investigating news of a giant? Father would not even do that. That's business for your steward or less.
Well, then what brings you into the wood?
My Rapunzel has run off.
Run off.
Yes, she's a changed woman. She's been subject to hysterical fits of crying. Moods that no soul can predict. I know not what to do.
What a pity.
And Cinderella?
She remains well.
Does she, brother? Do tell me, what are you really doing here?
High in a tower like yours was, but higher, a beauty asleep. And all round the tower a thicket of briar 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration more keen, when the one thing you want is a thing that you've not even seen.
I found a casket entirely of glass. No, it's unbreakable. Inside, don't ask it, a maid and a lass, just as unwakeable, what unmistakable agony is the way always born. She had skin white as snow.
Did you learn her name?
No, there's a dwarf standing guard. Agony, such that princes must weep. Always enthrallmost to anything almost or something asleep.
If it were not for the thicket,
a thicket's no trick, is it, Dick?
it's the thickest.
The quickest is pick it apart with a stick.
Yes, but even one prick, it's my thing about blood.
Well, it's sick.
It's no sicker than your thing with dwarfs.
Dwarfs?
Dwarfs.
Dwarfs are very upsetting. Not forgetting the task unachievable, mountains unscalable, if it's conceivable, but unavailable. Oh, agony, misery, woe,
Not to know what you miss, while they lie there for years.
and they cry on their beers.
What
Unbearable bliss, agony that can cut like a knife. Ah, well, back to my wife. Rapunzel. Godspeed, brother. I must be off.
Godspeed.
Are you certain this is the right direction?
We went down the dell.
Perhaps you forgot the way.
The path is straight.
The path was straight. Now it seems there is no path.
Where's the stream? Where's the lily pond? Where's Granny?
Calm down. Maybe we should turn back.
No.
We'll just have to find grannies without the path.
But Mother warned me to never stray from the path.
Well, it seems the path has strayed from you.
Wait. Felt familiar. See in the distance 3 oak trees.
Yes, I recognize.
Who might that be?
The steward and the royal family. What brings you into the woods?
The castle has been set upon by a giant.
Oh no!
I warned you. Why didn't you do something?
I don't make policy, I just carry it out.
I warned you, you can't count on the royal family to solve all your problems.
I think it best if we go back to the village.
I wouldn't be in such a rush if I were you. Guess which path the giant took to the castle?
Oh no.
What?
All that's left of my garden is a sack of beans. And there's not much left of your house either.
But I heard giants never strike the same house twice.
Well, you heard wrong.
There!
The giant's a woman!
That size!
Where is the lad who killed my husband?
There is no lad here. We have not seen him.
I want the lad who climbed the beanstalk.
Oh, we'll get him for you right away! Don't move!
It was you who destroyed our house. Not a great witness because of you. I have no mother.
And who destroyed my house? That boy asked for shelter, and then he stole our gold, our hen, and our harp. Then he killed my husband. I must avenge the wrongdoing.
We are not responsible for him.
You're wasting your breath.
She's right. You can't reason with a dumb giant.
Not all giants are dumb. Give me the boy.
We told you he's not here.
The girl's telling the truth.
I know he's there, and I'm going to wait right here until he's delivered to me.
It was nearsighted. She remained convinced that she had found the lad. There was no consensus among them as to which course of action to take.
Put a spell on her.
I no longer have my powers. If I did, you'd think I'd be standing here with all of you? Now, we'll have to give her someone.
Who?
The steward! It's his line of duty to sacrifice his life.
Be ridiculous. I'm not sacrificing life for anybody.
I'm waiting.
You must understand that these were not people familiar with making choices. Their past experience in the woods had in no way prepared them to deal with a force this great.
Excuse me, but would you like a blind girl instead?
How dare you?
Put them out of their misery!
We're not that miserable.
What are you talking about?
She doesn't want a woman.
Well, what do you suggest we do?
I'm still waiting.
It's interesting to examine the moral issue at question here. You see, the finality of our story dictates. I'm sorry, I just tell the stories. I am not part of them.
That's right.
Not one of us.
You're always on the outside.
That's my role. Oh, you must understand there must always be an outside observer.
You're on the inside now.
No. You're making a big mistake.
Nonsense.
Look, if you drag me into this, you'll have to tell your own story. You'll be lost.
Well, some of us don't like the way you've been telling it.
Well, there must be an objective observer to move the story along.
Wait, he's right. He's the only one that knows the story.
Think about it. Will it be fun when you have to tell your own story? Will it? Think of your child.
Stop! Stop, he's right. Let him go. Put that away.
That's better. Wow. You don't want to live in a world of chaos, do you? You must understand there must always be an outside observer.
Lad!
I'm not the lad!
This is not the lad.
No, don't drop. Why did you push him into her arms?
You wanted to get rid of him too.
Well, we might have thought of something else.
If it was up to you, a decision would never be made.
Now that he's gone, we'll never know what happens next.
We'll manage.
Must I search among you for the lad?
No, you wait a minute. Jack is just a boy. We had no food and he sold his beloved cow for a sack of beans. If anyone is to be punished, it's the man who made that exchange.
That's right.
Oh, no,
not
that's-
him.
That's not true.
He was your responsibility. Now I must punish him for his wrongs.
Well, don't you think we've suffered too? It wasn't exactly easy disposing of your husband's remains.
You are getting me angry.
Well, what about our anger? What about our loss? Who's been flouncing through our kingdom?
Shh, be quiet.
I'll hide him and you'll never find him.
Don't upset the giant.
You'll never find him.
I'm warning you.
And you better get back to where you came from this instant, or we'll get you for all you've done. Will!
Where is your son? Is that him?
No, this is not the boy. Rapunzel.
The lad is in the steeple tower.
Rapunzel. That's true.
If he is not, I will return and find you.
Stay away from me, Rapunzel. Wait.
Rapunzel, my love!
No, don't step on.
She's in poor condition.
Wake up.
Don't let them get Jack.
We won't.
Promise me you won't let him be hurt as I stand here on death's door.
I'll do all I can.
Promise me. Promise.
All right, I promise.
Jack.
No. Come away from there. You killed her.
I was thinking of the greater good. That's my job.
This is the world I meant. Couldn't you listen? Couldn't you stay content? Safe behind walls as I could not. Now you know what's out there in the world. No one can prepare you for the world. Even I, how could I, who loved you as you were? How could I have shielded you from her or them? No matter what you say, children won't listen. No matter what you do, children refuse to learn. Guide them along the way, still they won't listen. Children can only grow from something you love to something you lose.
Life was so steady and now this. When will things go back to normal?
We must be gone if we're to arrive before nightfall.
Where are you going?
We're off to a hidden kingdom.
We can't take everyone. Fools. There's nowhere to hide.
You'll never get there. We must stay here and figure this out together.
Some people were built to battle giants, and some simply aren't. And I do not have the Constitution. So as long as I can be of no use, I'm going to hide. everything would be fine in the end.
Not always.
I hope the giant steps on them all.
Shouldn't say that.
You were thinking the same thing.
This is terrible. We just saw 3 people die.
Since when are you so squeamish? How many wolves have you carved up?
A wolf's not the same.
Ask a wolf's mother!
Stop it!
Now I suggest we find that boy and we give her what she wants.
If we give her the boy, she'll kill him too.
And if we don't, she'll kill half the kingdom.
Stop, wait. One step at a time. Maybe if he apologizes or makes amends.
Yes, he'll return the stolen goods.
Yes.
He's really a sweet boy at heart. She'll see that.
You people are so blind! It's because of that boy there's a giant in our land. Now while you stand here talking about the problem, I'll find the lad and I'll serve it to the giant for lunch.
Are we really going to let her feed the boy to the giant?
No,
I'll just have to find him first.
I'll go too.
No,
We'll fan out. It'll increase our chances of finding him.
stay here with the baby. What if one of us were to get lost?
We'll count our paces from right here. No, you stay here with baby. I do not want you roaming about the woods, okay?
You would leave our child with her?
The baby is asleep. He'll be fine with the girl.
And what if the giant were to return here?
The giant will not harm them.
How do you know?
I know!
But what if?
But what if? Well, only a giant's foot! Stop your arguing! 100 paces! Go! Hello, sir.
Hello?
Are you here to slay the giant?
Yes?
Have you come upon the giant yet?
No.
I have.
You have.
Yes.
And why are you alone in the woods?
Oh, well, I came with my husband and we were. Well, it's a long story.
He would let you roam alone in the woods?
No, actually, it was my choice. I was looking for the lad.
Your choice. How brave.
Brave?
Yes. Anything can happen in the woods. May I kiss you? Any moment we could be crushed. Don't feel rushed.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong story. Wait, one moment, please. We can't do this. You have a princess,
Well, yes, I do.
and I have a baker.
Of course. You're right. How foolish. Foolishness can happen in the woods. Once again, please. Let your hesitations be hushed. Any moment, big or small, is a moment. After all, seize the moment. Skies may fall any moment.
Wait, no. This is not right.
Right or wrong don't matter in the woods. Only feelings let us meet the moment unblushed. Life is often so unpleasant. You must know that as a peasant, best to take the moment present as a present for the moment.
'81, '82, '83. Excuse me, miss. What's wrong? May I be of some service?
The tree has fallen. Mother's grave destroyed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My wishes have been crushed.
No, don't.
It's true, you would understand.
Well, you can't stay here. There's a giant in the land.
Well, I'm sure that the prince will see to it that the giant is ripped from our land.
The prince. There's been no sign of the prince. No doubt he's off seducing some young maiden.
What?
I understand that's what princes do.
Not all princes.
Oh, but dirty. Oh, you are the princess!
No, get up, get up. I'm not a princess here.
Well, what are you to do?
I'll just return to the castle.
The castle. You haven't heard. We came across the royal family. The castle's been set upon by the giant.
And the prince?
The prince was not with them. You must come with me. You'll be safer in our company.
I must leave you. The giant.
Oh, the giant! I'd almost forgotten. Will we find each other in the woods again?
This was just a moment in the woods, our moment shimmering and lovely and sad. Leave the moment, just be glad for the moment that we had. Any moment is a moment when you're in the woods. Now I must slay the giant. That is what the next moment holds for me. I shall never forget you and your bravery, and how alive you've made me feel. Goodbye.
What was that? Was that me? Was that him? Did a prince really kiss me? And kiss me? And kiss me? And did I kiss him back? Was it wrong? Am I mad? Is that all? Does he miss me? Was he suddenly getting bored with me? Wake up! Stop dreaming, stop prancing about the woods. It's not beseeming, what is it about the woods? Back to life, back to sense, back to child, back to husband, you can't live in the woods. There are vows, there are ties, there are needs, there are standards, there are shouldn'ts and shoulds. Why not both instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth and a baker for bread and a prince for whatever. Never! It's these woods. Face the facts, find the boy, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of these woods. Was that him? Yes, it was. Was that me? No, it wasn't. Just a trick of the woods. Just a moment, one peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more, either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never? And that's what woods are for those moments in the woods. Oh, if life were made of moments, even now and then a bad one. But if life were only moments, then you never know you had one. First a witch, then a child, then a prince, then a moment who can live in the woods. And to get what you wish only just for a moment, these are dangerous woods. Let the moment go. Don't forget it for a moment though. Just remembering you've had an and when you're back to or makes the or mean more than it did before. Now I understand, and it's time to leave the woods. No! No, please! No! No!
She should be back by now.
She wouldn't get lost. I'm sure she'll return.
You'll just have to go off in search of her.
We'll come too.
No. Stay here with the baby. I will count 100 paces. We'll take no time. 1, 2, 3.
I found!
Please don't let her give me to the giant.
Not our fault the giant wants you.
Stop, you're hurting me.
Where did you find this? Where is my wife?
She's dead.
What?
I'm sorry, sir. I came upon her. She was under a tree.
He was crying over her like she was his own mother.
How awful.
I should have insisted she stay home.
I buried her in the footprints.
I should have never let her wander off alone.
Remorse will get you nowhere.
My wife is dead!
Wake up! People are dying all around you. You aren't the only one to suffer a loss. When you're dead, you're dead. Now I suggest we get this boy to the giant before we're all so much
Stay away
enemy.
from him!
Yes. He's the one to blame. It's because of you there's a giant in our midst and my wife is dead.
But it wasn't my fault. I was given those beans to persuade me to trade in my cow for beans, and without those beans, there have been no stacking up to the giant in the first place.
Wait a minute, Magic. Beans for a cow so old that you had to tell a lie to sell it, which you told. Were they worthless beans? Were they oversold? Oh, and tell us who persuaded you to steal that gold.
So it's your fault.
No.
So it's your fault.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's true.
Wait a minute. Though I only stole gold to get my cow back from you.
So it's your fault.
No, it isn't. I'd have kept those beans when our house was cursed. She made us get out and get the curse reversed.
It's your father's fault that the curse got placed and the place got cursed in the first
Oh,
place.
so it's his fault.
So,
It was his fault.
Yes, it is. It's his.
I guess.
Wait a minute. The way he chopped in the beanstalk, right? That's clear without any beanstalk. Then what's clear is how the second giant get down here in the first place.
Second place.
Yes.
How?
Well, who had the other bean?
The other bean.
The other bean?
Pocket did the other bean.
I didn't. Yes, I did.
So it's your fault.
No, it isn't, because I gave it to my wife.
So it's her.
No, it isn't.
Then whose is it?
Wait a minute. She exchanged that bean to obtain your shoes, so the one who knows what happened to the bean is you.
That old bean that your wife found, dear. Well, I never knew it, so I don't look here.
So it's your fault.
But it
See, it's her fault.
But he did
It isn't mine at all.
But what?
But if you hadn't gone back up again,
You're needy.
you were greedy. Did you need that head?
But I got it from my mother.
So it's her fault then.
You said what about the harp in the third place?
Harp, yes.
She wouldn't dare me to.
I did you too?
Dare me too soon. I was scared till she dared me.
No, I didn't.
So it's your fault.
Wait a minute.
If you hadn't dared him to.
And you had left the harp alone, we
You
wouldn't
hadn't
be in
thrown away
trouble
the
in the
bean
first place.
She had to face him in the first place.
In the first.
You wasted beans in the first place.
It's your fault. You're responsible. You're the one that
It's your fault.
It's the last midnight. It's the last wish. It's the last midnight. Soon it will be boom. Squish. Told a little lie. Stole a little gold. Broke a little vow. Did you? Had to get your prince, had to get your cow, had to get your wish, doesn't matter how, anyway it doesn't matter now. It's the last midnight, it's the boom splat, nothing but a vast midnight, everybody smashed flat. Nothing we can do, not exactly true. We could always give her the boy. No, of course what really matters is the blame. Somebody to blame. Fine if that's the thing you enjoy, placing the blame. If that's the aim, give me the blame. Just give me the boy.
No.
You're so nice. You're not you're not bad, you're just nice. I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch, you're the werewolf. I'm the hitch, I'm what no one believes. I'm the witch, you're all liars and thieves, like his father, like his son will be too. Oh, why bother? You'll just do what you do. It's the last midnight. So goodbye, y'all. Coming at you fast, midnight. Soon you'll see the sky fall. Here you want a bean? Have another bean. Beans are made for making you rich. That's when they soar. Here you want some more. Listen to the roar, giants by the score. Well, you can blame another witch. It's the last midnight. It's the last verse. Not before it's past midnight. I'm leaving you my last curse. I'm leaving you alone. You can take the garden, it's yours. Separate alone. Everybody down on all fours. All right, mother, wed. Lost the beams again. Punish me the way you did then. Give me clothes and a hutch. Just away from this much. And that glue, and that glue, and that boom.
Maybe I shouldn't have stolen from the giant.
Maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path.
Maybe I shouldn't have attended the ball.
Yes. Yes, maybe you shouldn't have.
Where are you going?
Away from here!
But you said we had to find a way out of this together.
It doesn't matter whether we're together or apart.
We need your help.
You don't understand! My wife was the one who helped. I depended on her for everything.
And you would leave your child?
I think my child will be happier in the arms of a princess.
No, wait!
I thought you were dead.
Well, not completely. Are we ever?
As far as I'm concerned, you are.
Is that true?
It's because of you all of this has happened.
I strayed into the garden to find your mother a gift. And I foolishly took some of those beans for myself. How was I to know? How were we ever to know? And when she died, I ran away from my guilt. Now, aren't you doing the same?
No.
Aren't you running away?
No more questions, please. No more tests. Comes the day you say what for. Please. No more.
We disappoint, we disappear, we die, but we don't.
What?
They disappoint, in turn I fear. Forgive those they won't.
No more riddles. No more jests. No more curses you can't undo. Left by fathers you never knew. No more quests. No more feelings. Time to shut the door. Just no more.
Running away, let's do it. Free from the ties that bind. No more despair or burdens to bear out there in the yonder. Running away, go to it. Where did you have in mind? Have to take care, unless there's a where. You'll only be wandering blind. Just more questions, different kind. Where are we to go? Where are we ever to go? Running away, we'll do it. Why sit around resigned? Trouble is, son, the farther you run, the more you'll feel undefined for what you have left undone, and more, what you left behind. We disappoint, we leave a mess, we die, but we don't.
We disappoint in turn, I guess, forget though we won't. Like father, like son. No more giants waging war. Can't we just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happy day arrives? How do you ignore all the witches, all the curses, all the wolves, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses, all the wondering what even worse is still in store, all the children, all the giants,
I knew you wouldn't give up.
He wouldn't leave his baby behind.
Sure looked like he was going to.
Please, give me my son. He always cries when
Mom, what are we gonna do now?
We must think of a plan.
If there was just some way we could surprise her.
She's too tall to surprise. Well, maybe. Oh, good friends! I need your help now more than ever. What of the prince? I don't care. What matters now is that we find a way to fell the giant. Can you help? Oh, you can do that? Oh, how can I ever thank you? You can talk to birds. The birds will help.
How?
Well, when the giant returns, they'll swoop down and peck her eyes out until she's blind.
What good will that do?
Well, then you can strike her. Attack her?
Or whatever it takes to kill a giant.
Once she's blinded, she'll stagger about.
She'll get angry.
And she'll crush us all.
We'll smear the ground with pitch.
Yes. We'll lure her to an area smeared with pitch.
And her shoes will stick, and she won't be able to move.
And I will climb a tower and strike her from behind.
I will climb the tower too. It will take 2 mighty blows.
I'm excited.
I'm going to kill another giant.
Quickly, we must find the pitch before nightfall.
I know where we can find some.
Stay here with the baby. This will take no time.
It's okay. I know. You want your mother.
Hello.
The giant went in that direction.
My love. I can hardly recognize you in those filthy clothes and with a child. That doesn't matter. We must return to the castle. There's a giant in the loose.
The giants mended the castle.
No. No, that can't be true. Are you all right? My love, why are you being so cold?
Maybe it's because I'm not your only love. Am I?
I do love you. But yes, it is true.
But if you love me, why would you have strayed?
I thought that if I had you, that I would be happy. And part of me is as happy as I've ever been. But another part of me still needs more.
I have on occasion wanted more. But that doesn't mean I went in search of it. If this is how you act as a prince, what kind of king will you be?
I was raised to be charming, not to be sincere.
I think you should go.
But I do love you.
Consider me fallen, a victim of the giant.
Is this really what you want?
My father's house was a nightmare, and yours was a dream. But now, I want something in between. Please go.
I will always love the maiden who ran away.
And I, the faraway prince.
They're almost finished. See between those 2 towers? When the giant comes, we are to send her over there.
Good.
I wanted to climb the tower too.
Well, I'm glad you're here to help me. What's wrong?
My granny's gone.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
I think my mother and granny would be disappointed in me.
Why?
They said to always make them proud. And here I am about to kill someone.
But not someone. A giant who's been doing harm.
But a giant's a person too. Aren't we to show forgiveness? Mother would be disappointed in these circumstances.
Mother cannot guide you. Now you're on your own. Only me beside you. Still you're not alone. No one is alone. Truly, no one is alone. Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood, but do not let it grieve you. No one leaves for good. You decide alone, but no one is alone.
I wish. I know.
Wait until my mother hears I've slain another giant.
Jack, your mother is dead.
What? Was she killed by the giant?
She was arguing with the giant, trying to protect you. And she was struck a deadly blow by the prince's steward.
Oh no. Why would he do that?
He thought she was provoking the giant.
Can no one bring her back?
No one.
The steward will pay for this. After we slay the giant, I will slay him.
You'll do no such thing.
But he shouldn't have killed my mother, right?
I guess not.
Then he deserves to be punished.
He will be somehow.
How?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions I can't answer.
I'm going to kill him.
Then just kill him. No, don't kill him.
Mother isn't here
Wrong
now.
things, right things.
Who knows what she'd say?
Can say what's
Nothing's quite so clear now.
do things, fight things.
Feel you've lost your way.
You decide
But
which
you are not alone. Believe me, no one is alone.
one's alone. Believe me.
You move just a finger and say the slightest word. Something's bound to linger. Be heard.
No one acts alone. Careful. No one is alone.
And people make mistakes.
Fathers.
Others
People make mistakes. Holding to their own.
thinking they're alone. Honor their mistakes.
Fight for their
Everybody
mistakes.
makes
One another's terrible mistakes.
Witches
Can be right.
giants can be good. You decide what's right. You decide what's good. Just remember.
Just remember.
Someone is on your side. Someone else is not. And
While we're seeing our side, maybe we forgot. They are not alone. No one is
hard to see the light now.
Just don't let it go. Things will turn out right now. We can make it so. Someone is on your side. No one is alone.
Here she comes.
Remember, don't let her know our plan.
Where is the boy?
We don't know.
Yes, we do. We've hid him long enough. He must pay the price for his wrongs.
Quick, tell me where he is.
Over there.
You see the tower where all the birds are clustered? You'll find him there, hiding.
Thank you. Now justice will be served, and I shall leave your kingdom.
Good bird. She doesn't look happy.
Ouch!
The axe is stuck in her head.
Oh, but they've done it. She's swaying.
She's bleeding all over.
She's beginning to fall.
She's beginning to fall this way.
Go!
The slotted spoon can catch the potato.
Every knot was one straight rope.
The harder to wake, the better to have. The greater the good, the harder the blow.
When going
get back.
First, the knife that is sharp today may be dull by tomorrow.
Now let us return home and hope that there is no more killing.
Where am I to go? I have no one to take care of me.
You'll have to take care of yourself now, Jack. It's time.
No, it's not. I'll take care of him.
You will?
Yes. I'll be your mother now.
But I don't want another mother. I want a friend and a pet.
Of course, we have nowhere to stay. So we'll move in with you.
Oh, no.
It'll be fun.
My house is a shambles. There's hardly room for... Of course, you can move in with us.
And you shall join us too.
You won't return to the castle.
I'll gladly help with your house. I mean, there's times that I do enjoy cleaning.
How proud my wife would have been of us. How sad it is that my son will never get to know her. Maybe I just wasn't meant to have children.
Don't say that, of course you were meant to have children.
How can I go about being a father with no one to mother my child?
Just calm the child.
Just calm the child.
Tell him the story of how it all happened. Be father and mother. You'll know what to do.
Alone.
Sometimes people leave you. Do not let it grieve you. No one leaves for good. You are not alone. No one's alone. Hold him to the light now. Let him see the glow. Things will be alright now. Tell him what you
Once upon a time,
Careful the things you
far off
say.
kingdom,
Children will listen.
lived a young maiden,
Careful the things you do.
sad young lad.
Children will see and learn.
Childless baker,
Children may not obey.
his wife,
Still they will listen. Children will look to you for which way to turn. Do what to be. Careful before you say, listen to me. Children will listen. Careful the wish you make. Wishes are children. Careful the path they take. Wishes come true, not free. Careful the spell you cast, not just on children.
Sometimes the spell may last.
Past what you can see and turn against you. Careful the tale you tell, that is the spell. Children will listen. Those fearful, those deep, those dark, and you may lose. The path you make those fearful, those deep, those dark, and you may lose. The path you make those fearful, you can't chase and you have to think. There are always wolves, there are always spells, there are always fiends or giant dogs. So into the woods you go again, you have to every now and then. Into the woods, no telling when, be ready for the journey. Into the woods, but not too fast, or what you wish you learned to last.
Into the woods, but mind the past.
Into the woods, but mind the future.
Woods, but not to stray.
Or tempt a wolf, or steal from a giant. The way is dark, the light is dim, but now there's
growing dimmer. I think I see a glimmer.